Welcome back to NC Bassin. We just had a big storm blow through, and I've had some good days on this pond after a storm or during a storm or right after a storm in the summer. Really cools the water down. It went from 95 degrees to 75 degrees in like 20 minutes. I think the rain's done. Hopefully it stays cloudy for a while. The sun pops back out. It might make it tough, but it's had to cool the water down some. Last week I was here and only caught 2 fish. Here's the video from those. Got it. Finally something. Man, I had to fish it so slow. It's key. Fishing it slow. Could not get a bite. Over at the other spot, I've seen several little small wolf packs of 3 and 4 bass. They were all even smaller than this, but maybe the biggest one might have been this size. But finally got a bite on the 10-inch worm. 2.5, 3 right there. It just blew up. Came all the way out of the water for it. Just missed the whole bait. There he is. Same fish. Got him. Oh, he's got me under something. Come on. Yeah. Probably the same fish. Awesome. He just gave up. That was weird. He was fighting on the when he had me underneath a log. I'm glad he swam out for me. That's the same one that hit the frog, I bet. He's probably 2 1/4. Nice. We got 2 fish. We need 1 more out here in this brush pile where he should be. Hopefully I can catch one on the frog. The big worm continues to produce. It is summertime. So I want to make it a competition with myself. I probably had like 3.5 pounds. I can't remember the exact size of them, but I think they're like 3.5 pounds together. So if I can beat 3.5 pounds, that's the goal for today. If I catch 3 fish, I should definitely do it here, especially. This pond can be really tough. There's some big ones in here. I've caught a 7-pounder out here twice already this year. My second biggest and my third biggest are out of this pond. I've caught some big fish, good genetics in this pond. I'm hoping there's still some big ones in here. Probably gonna throw around the buzzbait at first while it's cloudy, then the big worm, the frog, hopefully will get a bite. Let's see how it goes. No! First cast got a bite and I missed him. And I had him. He had it, ate it, swimming with it and everything. Just completely missed him. I dragged it, slip or nothing. Did not expect to get one. Man. I missed 2 on the buzzbait, 1 on the chatterbait. Talking about just ate it. Got him that time. Hit it twice. That's the same fish. It's a big one too. That's a giant. That's the same fish that hit it twice, I do believe. That's a big fish. Thank you, Travis, for this chatterbait. I mean a biggin. Well, you go after the rainstorm, guys. I can't tell if it's that 7-pounder or not. I have nowhere to land this fish. I just got caught. My line's probably frayed. Yes! Can somebody say 7-pounder again? Is that same fish? Oh, he wasn't even hooked that good. Giant! I love ponds in the summer. Guys, did that fish bite it twice in a row? I mean, that felt like the same fish. Thank you, Travis, for the chatterbait. It's hand-tied jigs, guys. And a Queen's Tackle switchblade on a jig. Split ring. I'm not a big fan of the split ring, but it gives a more subtle action. And you catch 7-pounders like this. Same fish, guys. Same fish I caught on the frog. I do believe. She looks skinnier though. That's got to be that same 7-pounder, but with a right bait's a little fuzzy on the back. Great bluegill imitator. I love these on the chatterbait, or flipping them too. They're great on the chatterbait. I caught a 6-pounder out of this pond after a storm last year on the same exact setup. The hook bent out though because I had a cheap Z-Man chatterbait. I love chatterbaits, guys. I lost my frog already. Got this thing wrapped up on a tree. Had to walk out in the water to get it because I wasn't gonna lose it too. And then bam, 7-pounder. If that's that same fish. That could be a different fish, guys, but I'd about bet money it's the same one. Looks just like it. It's got that little bit of a knot on its head. 7-pounder again. Man, felt like I stuck a log when she ate it. Well, guys, big giant fish. I'd say it's that same 7-pounder. She looks skinnier. She probably ain't quite 7, but I definitely beat what I caught last time. I love these pond giants. That might be a different fish, guys. I'm not sure, but if that's a different fish, there's 2 7-pounders in there, because that fish is another 23-incher. I don't even have my scale with me to know for sure how much she weighs, but I'm saying it's probably like 6.8. She looks a little bit skinnier. Summertime's rough on these fish. Well, guys, it's starting to rain again. Let's get her back in the water. That makes my day right there. 7-pound giant. I love fishing ponds. I love it. There she goes. Hope she gets 10 pounds. I mean, it's been like 3 weeks, not even, since I caught that fish. Oh my God, he bit it right there. Watch him come and eat it. Bit it twice. Nice one. Yes. I mean, that's crazy, guys. These, if I can find them, they'll bite it twice. It's twice on the chatterbait. I've got them eat it twice. I seen him thump it right there. Now I slowed it down a little bit next time. I was just really out of the water. There's a messed up fin guy. There we go. They're liking the chatterbait today. Like that little bluegillish color right there. A little fuzzy on the back. Great chatterbait trailer. He's not big at all. He's about 2 pounds though. They're fun. And every bite, I've had 4 bites on this, they thumped it. The same ones I missed on the buzzbait too, they thumped it. I just missed them. There we go, buzzbait fish, yes. My bait was and he threw it. Man, 2.5. Oh man, I want to catch one on the buzzbait. Well guys, go ahead and call it a day. Caught that giant. That's what it's all about right there. Like I said, guys, in summertime, ponds are better than lakes. And that's like 3 weeks in a row I've caught a fish over 7 pounds. Maybe now I actually start being able to judge a big fish, because I'm not used to catching them. I usually am way off on the weight, but that right there got it done. Thanks to Travis for making this bait for me. I really appreciate it. It caught me a giant today, and this thing does work really well. It has a good kick to it. If you guys aren't using a little fuzzy for a chatterbait trailer, need to give it a try, or some kind of crawl style bait. I don't really like swim baits, or even just a twin tail grubs. Just something that doesn't really mess up the blade action. And chatterbaits are really good at imitating bluegill. And I missed 2 fish today. Guys, let me know how you set the hook on a chatterbait. I feel like you got that big hook, and I'm using my deep cranking rod, and the 2 hook sets where I just yanked the crap out of it, I missed them. I think I'm pulling it out of their mouth. But you guys I see a lot of pros just lean into them too. A lot of guys using graphite rods just leaning into them. But that big hook, I feel like I really need to set the hook like a jig. But I guess I'm pulling it out of their mouth. I guess I really need to let them have it. That first big one took my line. I mean, I guess he just spit it or didn't have where the hook was. But I do miss some fish on a chatterbait. You guys let me know how you set the hook on a chatterbait. Maybe I should just start leaning into them instead of just really setting the hook real hard. But it's great at imitating bluegill. This bait really does a really good job of imitating bluegill. Also a crawfish. Like, a lot of people don't think of it being a crawfish, but along the bottom it really does imitate a crawl, and it works great in a pre-spawn. Definitely one of my favorite baits in pre-spawn or night fishing. It's actually starting to rain again. I probably should stay, but I had 3 bites on the buzzbait, Hooked one of them, didn't get them in. It could have been the same fish. It was all in this same little back spot where the water comes in. Guys, in the summertime, if you have a storm front blow through, get on a pond or a lake, the temperature drops super fast. The pressure drops super fast. It makes these fish get active. It does spread them out. If you guys are deep water offshore guys, you want it hot and miserable so they'll group up. But it does spread the fish out, but it makes them aggressive. The water temp's still really hot. They need to eat while they can. And you can catch them at nighttime, but if you have a storm front come through, it's a good way. The wind usually blows. You can catch them. Chatterbait's a great way to do it too. But thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.